Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mandy, the Handmade Homeschooler, and today I have another review video for you, and we are going to review the Julia Rothman series, and more specifically, the notebooks that come with it. Recently, Daily Skill Building reached out to me, and they create these notebooks that go with the Julia Rothman books. They reached out and wanted me to do a review video for you on their notebooks that go with the Julia Rothman Anatomy series, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at here today. So I've taken the last, week or 10 days or so, and I have gone through this whole thing with my sixth grader who, if you've followed my channel at all, you know is animal obsessed. So this is right up his alley. So he's been helping me to go through these, and I'm going to tell you all the things that you're going to get with it, what it looks like inside. You're going to see the actual pages, and of course you're going to get my not so expert opinion on all things Julia Rothman and these notebooks. So I cannot wait to show you everything that's inside of here and what you're going to be getting, because honestly this is a really great deal, and I think they have great prices. So if you are looking for curriculum that you need to buy, units, all kinds of things, this website has them all, and I'm going to have them linked down below for you in the description box. So specifically for the Julia Rothman series, they have the actual books in print. So if you do not want to buy a digital copy, they have print copies. So they actually sent me this. I did not print this on my EcoTank printer. I actually got sent these. So in this series, there are 4 books. You have Ocean, Food, Farm, and Nature Anatomy. All 4 of these books go hand in hand with the anatomy books that they are about. So these books come separately. They do not come with these books, but we actually had this one on hand because my kid is obsessed with everything ocean. And when we were doing the Apologia science, we actually ordered this one to go with it. So I already had this one. And then I was sent these by Daily Skill Building, and they sent this to me to help with the review for this. And I have to tell you, my 6th grader, Jake, he's 12 and he is animal obsessed. He has been carrying these around the house. I didn't know how well he would like them, so I just kind of set them out and I said, hey, we're gonna review these books. And I haven't seen much of him since they arrived because he's been hiding everywhere. So when we went to the hospital for his checkup, I kid you not, this child took the farm anatomy book with us because the hospital's about 2 hours away. He took the farm anatomy book with him in the car and was reading it and telling me all kinds of things because we've been looking into doing a container garden in our backyard. And he was like, Mom, there's all kinds of things that you have to know that are in this book. So he's already learning a ton. And then this past Sunday when we went to church, I saw that he snuck his farm anatomy book with him, and he was over in the corner reading while all the adults were talking, because we tend to do that after church. I don't know if you guys do that, but we do. And I found him over in the corner because he was awful quiet, and there he was curled up with his book just reading away. So these are great books. I think that there's a lot of great information in them. So my personal opinion, I love these, and it's not one of those review videos where I just review it and I don't touch it. I'm actually planning on using these. So my son is in a unit right now, and then as soon as he finishes that unit, probably next month, we're gonna be launching into these to finish out the year, and my son is like super excited right now. So he cannot even decide which one to start first. That is how excited he is, and we are going to be using them, so you'll probably see them on my Instagram and my Facebook page and things like that as we begin these units. I think that they're gonna be a great way to finish out the year. It's not too heavy, and I like the fact that you can use multiple kids for this. So because these books here, the companion guides, are for grades 3 and up, you're gonna have the opportunity to use this for the whole family. So you're not going to have to do one subject for every child. If you have a large family, you can do this with everybody. So I love those type of table subjects that they call them, where you can get the whole family involved. So no matter what ages your kids are, you're gonna have the opportunity to use these books. And if you have a child that is not in grade 3 yet and is a pre-reader, there is a bonus that I want to tell you about later in this video. So each of these anatomy books has a coordinating companion guide, and these are going to be fantastic to do for some kind of unit study. So these companion guides work best for grades 3 and up because of the writing component. And I'll show you the inside of it a little bit here. There are some pages that have to do with writing. There's a lot of drawing in here. These are really great pages. So these books are completely self-paced, meaning that there's no real schedule going on here. But what you can do, and this is what I do kind of with the campfire units too, we just kind of go through it at our own pace. So let's say that my son is interested in ocean anatomy like he was a couple years ago. Like, he was absolutely obsessed with everything ocean. And we want to just take our time through this. We can just set a timer for like 10, 20, 30 minutes, however long we feel like we need to use. And we just go through that much of the book. So there are headings up here, and it'll tell you to read pages. So this one is 13 through 27, and then answer the questions below. You can do 1 assignment, you can do 4 assignments. It's all kind of up to you and how you want to pace this. So if you wanted to do all 4 of these books for the entire year, you could do that if you're really adventurous, or you could just take your sweet time and go through this and, you know, use it for 1 year as a science credit. So there are no teacher guides or teacher books for this. So this is like a classic old school homeschool type of unit, and I really like ones like this because I get to kind of decide and dictate where we go and when, and my kids have more control over that as well, rather than sticking to an actual schedule and things like that. Let's take a quick look inside of the actual book so I can show you some of these pages. So I thought having a up-close view from my computer screen of what the notebooks look like inside would be a good idea. It is a little hard to see the specific pages and the writing on the pages when you're looking through a camera lens and when I have it on a table. So I think this is going to be a lot easier for you to see what kind of material is inside of the books. So we're going to take a look. And for this one, I'm using the Nature Companion Guide for Nature Anatomy. And we're just going to kind of scroll through some of these pages so you can see what you're getting when you purchase. So these pages are really fun and open-ended. There's questions that they're going to be answering, there's diagrams that they'll be making, there's coloring, there's all kinds of really cool things that are going to help them understand the materials inside of the books. And as you can see, these books are quite large. There's 174 pages in just the Nature notebook alone. So this is the secret digital add-on when the bundle is purchased, either the print or digital version. And this add-on works great for all ages and includes a blank notebook page with section headings and chapter coloring pages for each book. The add-on has a special reduced price of $16 for all 4 of them. And it can be accessed from the checkout page when the bundle is purchased. So we're going to take a look at what this looks like so you can kind of see the differences between the 2 books. So if you have younger kids who maybe want to tag along, this would be a great option for them. So after the introduction, this is what the chapter 1 page looks like, and it's just a coloring page. But then when you go over to the regular farm companion guide, the chapter 1 first page looks a bit different, and you can tell that this is for probably the older kids. So you have the spaces here that they are going to be drawing pictures on and drawing diagrams on. That might be a little bit too advanced for kids who are under 3rd grade. And then they're also going to have fill in the blank type of questions where they're going to be answering things. And especially for pre-readers, this might be a little bit too difficult. So you can see how this is completely different. So you have more of free writing, especially for pre-writers, this is really important. And then you have pictures where they can make their own pictures where they don't have to be so super specific. And you're going to find a lot of these type of pages, and these pages work great for kindergarten and up. And I use these with my preschoolers and kindergartners a lot, and it just helps them kind of get into the habit of writing, but without being so structured. So these are really great for the younger group if you have some that might be tagging along and want to join in with their older siblings. So my family teaches the young earth creation from the Answers in Genesis type of view, okay? Now, that might not be everybody's cup of tea. I totally understand that. I'm just using our personal family as an example of this. So if we come into contact with anything in here that conflicts that or is in contrast to Christianity as a whole, we take these things as learning opportunities, especially now that our children are older. Now, we were much more careful about this when the children were younger, but in these books, you will find sometimes a nod to evolution, and we understand that these are not Christian books. However, these are, and one of the great things about these guides is it's going to give you a heads up before you read those pages that there may be a note about, you know, evolution or something like that. So because my kids are older, we'd like to take that opportunity to talk about the differences between creation and secular humanism. And that's given us a really great launching point with our kids, and it's going to help them when they go out into college and things like that, and they no longer will be given textbooks that are Christian based. You know, if they're not going to a Christian university, they're not going to be getting Christian textbooks like the ones that we've been giving them. So we teach evolution, but we teach it from a Christian standpoint. And books like this that give you kind of some kind of guide about that is a really great learning tool. And I like that especially for older kids because it really teaches them how to apply things that they have learned, and it helps them apply their own theology to books that might be in contrary or in contrast to things that they have learned through the Bible and through other resources. So I like to use books like this just as, you know, a launching pad for that as well. And I think it's a really great opportunity to help our kids learn not only different theories, but how to apply the Bible to them. So this is the Birding Notebook, and this is a digital bonus that comes with one of the bundle purchases. And this is a great little notebook to go with the book that is on the cover here. And we're going to be using this one. So I want to scroll through some of the pages so you can see how cool this birding notebook is. The digital notebooks of these, so not the hard print, but the actual digital copy sells for $9.95 a piece, which is a great deal because these are well over 100 pages. Just this one alone is 165 pages. So this is a very large notebook. You can get that in the digital version and just print it at home, or just print the ones that you want for $9.95. The digital bundle, so if you want all 4 notebooks, and you want to just get them all at once, that would be $39. Now the printed ones, so the one that I'm holding in my hand, if you want this actually sent to you, it is $24.95. So not a bad deal at all, and you don't have to waste any printer ink, and it's actually a lot cheaper than going down to one of the print companies and having them print them for you. Trust me, I know, because I've been there, and that's why I got an EcoTank printer. Now, if you want the printed bundles, so all 4 of these books, if you want all 4 of them, it is $89.99, and you get a free bonus. So that is all I have for this video. It was so much fun getting to review all of these great books and the notebooks and the digital copies. I think that this is such a great thing, and I cannot wait for you guys to check these out, and that is down below in the description box if you guys want to take a look at that. Thank you so much for joining me today for this review. Remember, if you have animal lovers, this one is going to be right up their alley. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and happy homeschooling.